Here are the top 6 mistakes you can make with your brand. Why are some brands acquired for millions while others disappear? What's the secret sauce? I have worked with over 500 brands, many of them were acquired, and the owners exited. I can tell when brands have a potential for growth. It's not as easy as you might think. I've seen brands excel, and I've seen brands fail. So what's the secret sauce? There was no single reason, but there were a few common traits. I'm going to share the top 6 based on our experience. The reason I think it's important because I have seen multiple times that PPC was brought in to do some magic, to save the business, to turn around years of bad practice, or just simply try PPC after 87 other failures. Here's the harsh truth. If you make these 6 mistakes, PPC won't save your business. It can amplify a good business, but it cannot magically turn around a bad one. Let's check those 6 mistakes. Lack of investment in your brand, not building trust and lasting relationships, lack of holistic view and analysis, lack of knowing your customers, too much focus on your product and not on the solution, ignoring expert advice, in-house or consultant. Let's talk about lack of investment in your brand. In a nutshell, investing in your brand is an investment in your business's future. ROAS obsession hurts brands more than it helps them. Not everything you do has an immediate return for your brand, but they can create engagement that acts as touch points with your customer. I have seen so many times that companies need a ROAS of 3, ROAS of 5, whatever ROAS from their Facebook campaigns, but they fail to invest in creatives, photos, videos, user-generated content, or they needed a ROAS of 5 from Google Ads, but they made no change on their landing page and they haven't upgraded their website for 8 years. Businesses that invest in their brand's future are more resilient than those only concerned with immediate profits. And I'm not saying profit is not important. Many businesses that enjoyed the COVID boost failed to invest in their brand awareness. Those businesses are struggling now. A strong brand investment helps you become more trusted than your competitors. Purchase decisions are mostly made by previous brand experiences. By the time they actually need your product, it's already too late to convince them. That is done prior to that. Building a brand requires consistency, willingness to test new approaches, and accepting that some tests will result in failure. The added value from strong branding protects you from competitors with massive cash flows who might otherwise force you out of the market by outspending you. Now let's move on to not building trust and lasting relationships. In today's competitive marketplace, building trust with potential customers is essential before they make a purchase decision. Research shows that customers rarely buy immediately. Instead, they follow a journey that requires establishing credibility first. They need 7 to 12 touch points with the brand before they actually make the purchase. The more complex or expensive your product or service, the more critical trust becomes in the buying process. Studies indicate that 83% of customers research companies online before making a purchase, looking for evidence of reliability and positive experiences from other customers. However, building trust that leads to a lasting relationship requires a systematic approach. You need consistent delivery, always follow through on promises, whether it's delivery timelines, product quality, or customer support responsiveness. This is where a lot of businesses fail, by the way. Demonstrated expertise, share valuable industry knowledge without expecting immediate returns, transparent communication, be upfront about limitations, pricing, potential challenges. For example, if you haven't read the Story Brand book by Donald Miller, that would be a great start in your journey for transparent communication. Your relationship with customers truly begins after they make a purchase. In today's environment, with customer acquisition costs averaging 5 to 25 times more than retention costs, nurturing existing customer relationship becomes financially crucial. Just go to Trustpilot and you can see which brands are doing well. Although customers usually write reviews there when they are unhappy, so 4.4 is still good, but below 3.8. Once you finally have that customer, your focus should shift to exceeding expectations and creating positive post-purchase experiences that encourage repeat business, referrals to their network, positive reviews, and testimonials. Trust forms the foundation that supports all other business and marketing efforts, turning one-time buyers into lifetime advocates for your brand. Now let's talk about holistic view and analysis. Most businesses are still working with siloed data. Holistic analysis is an approach that connects previous siloed data sets to provide a comprehensive view of your business operations, customer behaviors, and market position. You need to have an understanding of how your investments and campaigns affect your business to make better judgments about resource allocation. To some extent, all C-suite leaders need to speak the language of data to be able to hold a conversation about it. Most important insights will come from it. Companies that don't analyze data to identify patterns and determine what works are less resilient to change. Investing in data collection and analysis allows for a better understanding of customers and the market, which informs marketing efforts, product development, and pricing strategies. Number 4, lack of knowing your customers. Why customer understanding drives business success? Here are a few points that might hurt your business when you don't understand your customers. A few common blind spots. Missing pain points. Businesses fail when they don't identify what frustrates their customers. Market evolution resistance. Companies that ignore changing trends become irrelevant. Product market misalignment. Creating products without validating demand wastes resources. Unclear differentiation. Not knowing why customers choose you prevents effective messaging. Channel mismatch. Using platforms unsuited to your audience with marketing budget. Ignoring feedback. Early customers provide crucial insights for product improvement. Effective customer surveys reveal how customers actually perceive your brand, who your customers really are and why they buy, how they use your product, often differently than intended. Survey different customer segments separately. Focus on specific behaviors rather than hypotheticals. Combine surveys with interviews. Create processes to implement findings. Companies that research customers solve real problems. Those operating on assumptions solve problems customers don't have. Now let's talk about what happens when too much focus is put on the product and not the solution. Successful businesses address customer pain points rather than simply promoting features. This was also overlooked multiple times with businesses we worked with. To create the solution, you also need to know your audience. So focusing too much on the product and not knowing your customers are very close to each other. Understanding this concept also helps you create demand for your product because you can educate your customers about their problems. Demonstrate clear outcomes. Number 6, ignoring expert advice. A very common mistake is when you hire an expert and the expert tells you something that you don't like and you just ignore it. We're hired to fix Facebook ads, but the customer didn't want to invest in new creatives or improve the 8-year-old landing page. Why on earth would you hire an expert and tell them what to do? It should work the other way around. So do your due diligence when hiring an expert and follow their instructions. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.